Okay. Hello, everyone. In today's class, I'm going to discuss three major topics relating to retail management. That too, in a fifth unit relating to VTU, that is relationship marketing and international retailing. We have covered the topics related to introduction and the evolutions of relationship marketing. And relationship marketing emerged out of two major consideration, and we have discussed this transaction marketing and relationship marketing in a previous class. So in today's class, we are going to discuss the relationship strategies in relationship marketing, then relationship marketing in organized versus unorganized retail sector, and last, we are going to discuss loyalty program. In today's class, just three major topics we are going to discuss. That is relationship strategies in relationship marketing, then relationship marketing in organized versus unorganized retail sector. The last one is loyalty program. So let us go for the first topic, relationship strategies in relationship marketing. There are 4 points relating to this relationship marketing, relationship strategies in relationship marketing. First one is personalization, personalization. Then second one is special treatment benefits, special treatment benefit. Third one, communication benefit, and fourth one, rewards, rewards. So let us discuss one by one. The first one is personalization. The personalization, it maybe describes the social content of the interaction between the service employee and their customers. It can be regarded as a means of showing recognition and respect. Just I will try to give an example what exactly this personalization is. The feeling of family, familiarities, personal recognition, friendship, and social support by the retailers. Sometimes retailers organize the customers calling by their names. Just like the personalization of the relationship marketing, the friends groups always we used to purchase same colored shirts, or else we may organize, we may wear the same color dresses for some parties or some functions. So that is personalization. When the customers are, it may be familiarities, it may be friendship and social support by the retailers. It may be sometimes retailers organize the customers calling by their names. It may be just like they may have the lucky coupons and all. So they may contact the personalization personally, they will meet, or else they may say if you go for some textile showroom, or else if you go for some shops, they used to say this color is very good for you sir, this color is very good for you madam, like that they used to say it. So that is personalization. They are calling you, sir. Just an example. I'm Manjunath. They in a retail store. They used to call, sir, Manjunath, sir. You take this one, sir. That one, sir. How they are, contacted me. How they have become very close to me because I'm loyal customer for them, and they're treating me as very good loyal customer for their shops. So it may be like it is a contact between the customers as well as it is a retail store shopkeepers. It is having a good rapport. So that good rapport is building between us. It may be just like example. It may be if you are a college student, if you are going for some canteen, they have to call you by name. It may be they are not your family person. If they are not your close friend, they are not studied with you. But how they are recognizing you because you are a loyal customer for them. Every day you are going. It may be you can have a credit also. Monthly once you can pay it. Like that also you may have the contact with them. So that is personalization. Then second one is special treatment benefit. It may be for the loyal customer and non-loyal customers, they will be having that special treatment. The loyal customers may have that, like, sir, you are the loyal customer for me, sir. I will be giving some concession for you. It will maybe 10% concession for you, 15% concession for you. Like that, they may give a concession for you as a special treatment. They may give some, in a relationship marketing or relationship strategies, they may have that very close relationship, very selective relationship, and also the customer folks relationship, and they are providing some special benefits for us because of we are loyal for them. It may be like If you purchase a example, if you purchase a TV or if you purchase a refrigerator in some uh, in an electronic showroom, it may be like they are providing the free special treatment for you, like, sir, we are giving concession 10%, and also we are giving free delivery for your home. That product will be delivered free of cost to you, your house. So like that, they may give that offer for us. So that is called the special treatment benefit. Definitely we have got this one. Even that it may be just another example I can give you. If you are continuously going for some provision store or grocery store, they used to give a one chocolate for you from your childhood. Why they are giving? That is a special treatment. You are loyal for them, and they are also giving some complimentary things for you as a special customer. Then communication benefits also. If any benefits, any extra benefits which is providing by the company for the customers, it may be they are providing some other benefits, or they are providing some extra benefits for the customers with offering of the special communications. If any new products comes, they used to send a mail, they used to send an emails, they used to call you, they used to make a SMS and all. They are staying touch with you for the longer time, to have a to have a what we can say, the contact communication. They're having a special relationship, special contact with you for the longer time, due to this special treatment which is provided by the company, retail stores for the customers. It may be communication. They are used to send a mail, messages. Nowadays it become a WhatsApp communication. If new dresses comes for the shop, they have to click the pictures, and they have to share through the WhatsApp. That is also special communication. That is treating is as a relationship marketing. They are treating you, you are going to purchase the product, you are the customers, you are loyal customers for them. So that is communication benefits. The next, rewards. It may be the retail stores, they may give to maintain that relationship with the customers. They may offer some rewards. It may be pricing incentives, some incentives they may give, some concessions, some discounts they may give. Then money savings offers also. You just say example, if you go for what we can say, that Manippuram Gold or some other shops. So there used to pay money continuously. It may be like in an installment basis. Later you may get some amount, lump sum amount, and they will be providing some products for you. It may be schemes, some colloquium schemes, or they used to have that continuous saving schemes. Once it may be like chit funds, especially the Deepavali chit funds. They used to conduct it every month. 200 rupees, 300 rupees used to pay. And during the Deepavali, they used to give crackers with some gift, some glossaries. This all they used to provide it. That is also one scheme which is having as a reward. Then free gifts also. They used to give some free gifts for the customers who are feeling, whom they feel they are unique, they are loyal customers for us. Then also it may be like they may have that reward system. It may be functional reward system as well as financial reward system. Functional means while while having a product process, or it may be while selling selling process itself, they are offering some rewards, or else the financial benefits. It may be like money back, or else they used to say, they used to give us some gift and all. They used to give a concession discounts. These all matters of rewards. The next one is, as I said, second topic, relationship marketing in organized versus unorganized retail sectors. Relationship marketing in organized versus unorganized retail sectors. What is this? That organized retailers can be classified as in the store retailers and non-store retailers also. Organized, just an example, MRF showroom, then Coffee Day, then some Pizza Hut, or else that Reliance Fresh, then more showroom. These are all examples of organized retail stores. Then non-retail stores also having that organized retail format. It may be Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra. These are all examples. Then organized retailers provide standardized services. Organized retailers are providing standard services, large retail format with a high quality ambience, well-trained sales staff, wide range of merchandising. That is exactly they have to do it. They have to provide that organized services, that is standardized services for the customers when they are having that organized retailing format. The large retail formats also, they have to have it to huge retail formats. Then with a high quality ambience, this to offer that high quality products for the customers in a high, well experienced or well expected format. Then also it may be high quality which is expected by the customers, especially in organized retail stores. It is they are having a proof and they are having a locality, particular locality. They used to go back and they used to question it if it is having a deviation is the deviation in the quality. Then well sales staff, it is trained staff. They have to train how to behave in front of customers, how to sell the product, how to promote the product. This all training need to be given by the owner of that retail stores. Then wide range of merchandising. They are making some merchandising strategies inside the retail store and outside the retail store also to attract the customers. Then unorganized retailers, it may be kirana stores, central business districts of the city and all. They are not organized well. Even non retail stores also is there, like without having any shops. They are having a retail format through online. So that is also kirana stores. They won't. It's like provision stores. How they are making the products, they will be dumping some however they want. They won't maintain it very neatly, not arranged properly. So this all will be there. Then the USP, unique selling proposition of this unorganized retailers is locational convenience and customized services. So they used to make this um, you know USPs, that is unique selling proposition, how to sell the products, especially in unorganized retail units. They have to go for the customers and they have to satisfy the customers with having of their own strategies, and they are fulfilling with their expectations. So that is unorganized retailing locations or localities. Then they establish comfortable relationship and they consume customers inform about their changing needs on a regular basis. So the comfortable relationship, they have to have that free what fluency or flexibility, or else the complexity of that relationship, according to the customers, how the customers are expecting. On that basis only they have to build a relationship, and the customers inform about their changing needs on regular basis. It may be like their needs may be changing. It may be today we are expecting something and tomorrow may expect something different. So on that scenario, we need to be prepared ourselves, and we have to reach for the customers. And customers expectations may be like it is fluctuating. We can't expect what the customers is going to expect today. So it depends on the customers. The customers need to be, the retailers need to be fulfilled the customers demand. Then the sometimes the retailers are considered to be the part of their family. So just like retailers are not maintaining the relationship as a customers, or between the customers and retailers, it's not just a buying a buyer and seller relationship. They have to main. They're supposed to have that relationship as a family member. How we are giving a we are concerned about the family member. How we are giving a respect for the family members. How we are having a contact with the customer, with our family members. How frequently we are talking with them. Same relationships need to be maintained with our customers also. It is like family relationship, but they're not born and brought up in our family. Then last, relationship efforts of the unorganized retailers are not only confined to the glossary, but also garment, jewelry, then and durable. Customers depends on the retailers than on the brands. This is the result of relationship. It may be like as it said in that line itself, relationship efforts of the unorganized retailers are not only the confined to the glossary. They have to go for the garment industries also. It may be unorganized relationship, or else relationship for efforts, they have to go for unorganized retailers also. It may be in a garment also, just like I said, if any new dresses comes, they have to click up pictures and they have to share through WhatsApp. So that is one unorganized thing, and relationship efforts, they are going to maintain it. Then jewelries also, if any new designs comes in a jewelry, they have to click up pictures, they have to speak with the customers, like new jewelry, new design jewelries has came, you can try it like that. They can give, they can give suggestions, or they can share that information through the communication. Then durables also, any consumer durables, it may be electronic items, it non-electronic items, or daily consumable items, FMCG products, anything. They have to have that all the um, you know mm, products related communication, that to relationship efforts towards unorganized retailers also. Then customers depends on the retailers than on brands. This depends on the retailers. We believe the retailers when we have a loyal, when we are having we are loyal for the customer, retailers. We won't trust the brands than the retailers. So the brands are not so important for us, because whatever the retailer says, sir, this is a very good one, sir, you can purchase. It's very suitable. It is very good for you. It is very suitable for you. We can take it. So if they suggest us, immediately we'll try to purchase such kind of products. Then this is the result of relationship. So again, the relationship is also matters. It depends on the relationship results, matters on how the retailers are having good relationship with the customers. So how innovatively, how attractively, how flexibly they are having a good relationship with the customers, that matters for their relationship results. Then last heading which we supposed to discuss in today's class, that is loyal program. The use of loyalty program is evident from the fact that the corporate expenditure on loyalty program is booming. What is that loyalty program? It is evident of the fact and corporate expenditure on the loyalty program is booming. Like how the programs are created, loyal customers. Just an example, you have purchased some products from the jewelry shop. They used to give us some coupon for you to have the contact, to have a control on you. Definitely, you will come back to us when we are giving you some coupons. Definitely, this strategy is having in Kanwa Mart. They used to give a coupons. First time, if you are purchasing more than 1,000 rupees, they used to give a coupon. Next time, when you are going to purchase the product in Kanwa, same coupons you can use it and you can get some concession. So that is loyalty program. They are making the loyalty program. It is evidence for the corporate expenditure, and also they are making to control the customers in their holding of the customers in their hands. Then the loyalty programs as follows. There are three loyalty programs as listed in this PPT. The first one, loyal customers are cheaper to serve. Everyone are having this strategy. The retailers may not be required the investment or maintain or communicate with the customers. It may be not only just customers, they are the loyal customers, and they are already predisposed to the search of the information, and they don't like to know, or they don't like to search the information related to new arrivals and services. Just the loyal customers are very cheaper to serve. Need not to put any efforts of advertisements, promotion or something. They are the loyal customers. Definitely one or another day they will come and purchase our product. So that is one loyal program. That is a one following base to create that loyal program. Then second one is loyal customers are willing to pay more for the given bundle of offering. So that is the second program which is relating to loyalty. Loyal customers are willing to pay more for a given bundle of offering. It is like any customers normally stick into the one business entity because of high switching cost and psychological stress. They therefore will to pay higher prices. Just like I will tell you one example. You are going to search for the second hand bike in the market. You have searched, you have made your effort for many days. It may be 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, like that. But what one product you liked, but the price is not matching with your expectation. It may be they are offered for more higher price. After searching 2 3 months, again you will come back and you will purchase the same bike, though it is higher price. So because you are not able to have the stress of switching and the searching, and psychologically you are had that stress, we are why we are putting more efforts than to search for the information, or to search to gain that information, or to see that one searching cost, or else it may be like traveling cost itself, it is going more than what they are offered. So let us go for the same price, or let us go for convince ourselves to purchase the same product. Like that we'll go back that previous offers and we'll purchase it. So the loyal customers are willing to pay more for the given bundle of offering. Whatever the customers are wants to purchase a product, it will be bundle offerings, or else any other special offers which is offered for the customers. So through that, the customers may get the higher price, or they are going to pay more price than what we have expected. Then the last one, they act as effective marketeer for the service offering. What exactly it is? It may be like the word of mouth is very effective marketing technique, and also the money many stores justifies their investment in loyalty program. They're seeking profit not much for the loyalty customers, but from the new customers the loyal one brings. Like wherever the customers are having effective marketeers or service offerings, they used to focus on word of mouth. The customer need to be speak about our product or services, and it is very effective one. And moreover, the stores will be justified about the loyalty programs, as well as they don't like to seek more profit from the loyal customers. Just they want their relationship, because that relationship brings lot of uh, many customers in the future, and also that word of mouth may spread without paying money, that may attract the customers for the longer time. So this is also one more effective program which is having that loyalty basis. And also, just like investing a money on the customers, without sorry not investing money on the customers, just without investing of money on the customers, they are creating word of mouth that may be publicized. People are talking about our product, they people are promoting by words, that may be bringing more customers for the shops. So that is one more technique which they can make it. That is also one more loyalty program. So just we'll go back and we'll see what all things we have discussed in today's class. So just relationship strategies in retail, relationship strategies in relationship marketing relating to the retail management, then relationship marketing in organized versus unorganized retail sector, then last loyalty programs. These three topics we have discussed. In the exam, they may ask for 7 marks loyalty program, and also this relationship marketing in organized and unorganized retail sector. It may be they may ask for 3 marks also. What is specialization related relationship strategy or rewards in relationship strategy in relationship marketing? Like that also they can ask. Together they may ask for 7 marks. So kindly be ready, and we'll wind up in today's class. We'll go for next hours to discuss some other discussion. So we'll stop here, and thank you.